The only way is through this. What needs to be done here is a zone, and I will call it the label zone, and it will be put here. And its parent will be self, its x will be axis width, its y will be face height minus axis width plus font size. Its width will be face width minus axis width, and its height will be font size times, well, I think it's not times 4, and it'll need aligned low and high and high and high, and that'll do for just now. Then in here I actually want current x, I think, to be 0. Face height minus axis width. Okay, yeah. Current color equals 0, this is that. Okay. First off, I realise this needs 1. Current x, this is now a label zone, and the y position of this is 0. Bar width, font size, current x, and this is font, maybe font size plus 1, but actually I'll just say font size, and this is font size times 2, I know I don't need to do this, minus 2.0, just to cram things up a bit. But anyway, yeah, font size, this and that and this. Now, I don't know about this. It's pretty, it's pretty pretty. So I'm expecting the gadget to resize correctly now. The font at the bottom, at least, to be just crammed in. The bar labels to be truncated to a single digit. The font at the bottom is going to be the wrong bloody values, mind you, because it isn't this exactly, it's that times column width. No, it's not. It's times something else. Hang on. Okay, well, this all looks better. I could space this a little more, particularly, well, looks really crammed up against that side. I'm still not seeing the end of this, which makes me think there is a problem. That's it doing the spacing correctly. As crammed up as it is, it's still better. The lower bit needs a percent sign, I suppose. Man, it's really just going to be crammed in. Let me see. These, I am doing a check, haven't I? I thought I wasn't doing a check, but I think I am. Let me... No, I'm not. Okay. Fine, I'll do the check. But... current colour, what does it really equal? It's not that, it's this, and... what, times 100 or something? God, I can't even remember. Oh, anyway, I'll figure it out. What's the other bit? The other bit is this, where I need to say what's an easy way to do it. This doesn't happen that often. Local... oh god, I don't know. B string. String equals... and here I'll say B string equals this. Oh no, I won't. I'll say well, I do need to use B string. I'm going to end up just doing this a bunch of times. B string equals this. Except if NB height times max percent is less than 0.01, then B string equals less than 0. No, let's just say 0.1. This equals B string. Now, max packs percent. What on earth? It is too late. I'm getting too tired. Okay. What else was there? Well, I was going to maybe remove this and add it here. It's a bit cheeky and doesn't make total sense, but I suppose I should... it's like, do I want to bump the whole... I just don't know. I have to start. Like, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start this with +1. I'm going to start the zone at axis width +1, and I'll end it at axis width -1. No, minus axis width +1. Oh man, this is just... don't really like that. Actually, I'm not going to do it that way. I want to shift everything over a bit, and I think I'll just start cut X at 1. I think it's probably a bad plan, but and I think I'm just going to cheat to solve my other little problem that I had, which I will see if cheating solves in some time. Okay. Everything's crammed in, but I need to broaden both, like the axis width bit needs to be a bit bigger, basically. I could cram this in a bit more, but it needs a bit more space here. So let's just do that. And make axis width equal line height times 1.2. I'm going to make it times 0.9. I hate to make it even tinier, but maybe I could just... okay, let's just see how that is. What's the other thing? Yeah, the other thing is I'm going to do this cheat here, where I say color step equals that, and I'm going to say current color equals color step times 0.5. Cunning of me. Won't make a huge difference to the way it looks, but it basically means that the color that the bar will be drawn from will be effectively from the center of the range the bar covers, as opposed to the end of the range the bar covers. So if I'm poking the bloody color off the end of the thing somehow, I can save myself just having to do a special check or do the last one separately. I'll have to do a better... see, it still looks off to one side, and that is obscene, that's absurd. Like, why is it that these lines are consistently being drawn in such a way that they look... well, for one thing, most of the text appears to be visible now. Everything is a bit wee. These, they look bigger to me, those ones. And I want to move them a bit closer to their... definitely closer to their respective bits. Well, I can just about hack that. Doesn't do so well like that, but actually these things are just about legible. These bits, you know something, it's not too bad for being so crammed up. It coped okay. Okay though. So I want to look one last time at these lines. I can just... that is surely not... what? What's the problem with that? It's surely not just going to tweak everything into place doing that, is it? I'd almost be annoyed if it did. doesn't. So instead of doing that, I'm going to say it's minus bar padding plus 1. And I wonder if that'll pull the last one on the end. I don't know. I'd quite like to see the last... Oh, another thing I want to check. That's not right. It should be font size. I'll get it. It won't come through in this compile, but it will come through next time. And I don't need that plus 2. Oh, yes. That took a suspiciously long time. Still didn't bring that one on the end. That is insane. It's just crazy. For what it's worth, they line up better with the bars. I will want this little bit of text over another couple of pixels. I'll take this up from the tiny font size, I think. But first off, I will just reposition these better. Top percent doesn't need to be at 2. I think it can actually just be at 0. Let's just quickly see how that looks. Oh, stop. No, before I do that, I want to also plus bar padding plus 2.0. Okay. I am wearily getting to the end of this. Another 20 minutes of tweaking, God. But I think it'll look good enough for now. And before the end, I will try and just get the little extra bits of information I really want to have inside. Okay, so even nicer. I feel like maybe they could be a pixel lower. And I probably could boost the number up again, like the size up again. Fits better there. I would boost to... Let me just see that again come up. That's not too bad, I'm wondering. Anyway. Okay. So, I've got draw time, animation position, high point, average height, high area, height distribution. I think that in the instance of the painted one, I want to also store I want to show like the last exponential scale, the last well, the last scale style and exponent used. Or value used. Is there something else that I want? It's like I was sure there was something else that I found myself going, God, I wish I knew what that was when I was looking at it. I mean, I suppose I could store the threshold as well. The threshold, the scale method, and the value. Do I also want to store the creation time? It's like some of these values will change. I kind of am thinking that I might want to be able to like offer an option to save painted array, then reload it, then perform another scale on it. I don't know if there's any real value in that, but it's something I might want to do. Just as an experiment. So in the loaded array, maybe I could show the creation, like the creation time. Man, what else? You know something, maybe I should just sort this out, sort out these, sort these boxes so they're the right shape, and call it a day. What else do I, am I really fussed about? Yeah, I suppose I should be. Oh, I maybe need to think about it more. One of the reasons it's sort of not, I mean, it needs sorted out quite soon, is that I always get this breakup. Something starts to lose out, and I wonder if it's a problem with my maths very much. And I think there's something I can do to sort these. But anyway, I want to have decided on the file structure of the array, what I'm saving with it, and the more or less final appearance of this box, because I do not want to be fussing with it for a long time. So I want to shuffle things over to the left. I actually want to make them into a couple of columns, I think. The draw time, animation position, high point, average height, high area. Like if I also added the like the creation time, created, and the time, the yeah, draw time, that's fine. I'll spell position right. And high point, average height, height area, could I stick them over here? I feel like they're kind of the more interesting information than the draw time, animation position, and creation date. But oh, I think I'm too tired, honestly, to think about it. It's only been 23 minutes. I've pretty much sorted out these. I guess that I will do a couple more things. One is this label. I'll put it at a 1. And here where I knew this, the bottom thing, face height minus axis width plus font size minus 1. I don't know if that's going to move it in the right direction or not half the time, but anyway. And also, maybe I'll not just torture everyone by going so titchy as that. And I think that then I will just render something quick, and then I will go to bed. And in the morning I'll get up and I'll sort out the rest of that display. And what else? Yeah, that's it. Well, it's not that noticeable really, but I think it's just a little bit neater down to the line. And this text is better. It does start to clip itself out of the end of these gadgets, but never mind. This bit appears okay, and this bit is just readable at that size. This, man, this is just about because these are in gadgets now. They do, you know, that it's clipped to inside the gadget only, and it kind of manages to keep itself sort of vaguely almost coherent, but good enough. Look at that; those start to overlap, mind you. That's not too good. Anyway, for now it will just have to do. But also for now, I'm not going to do a huge render, but I'm kind of wanting to see something different next time I open that. I'm not sure what I will see. I want it to curve in a little bit. Oh, I shouldn't get bogged down. I don't want to go that far actually. Come back out here. But I do kind of, having some sort of balance between detail and cloud is nice. I'll maybe just get a bit closer in. Anyway, I'm not going to do a huge render. I'm going to look at this and decide I'm not doing 12. I'll try 10. 10 will not take too long with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 segments. Said I with confidence and no idea what I was talking about. Oh, hey, that took quite a long time. Well, I don't know, FFmpeg's running always be. So that's with a very low exponent. You get rid of some of the grittiness by raising the exponent. Best thing for getting rid of the grittiness is raising the raising the renders. I should definitely try, of course, an exponent larger than 1, just for larks. Why not increase everything? It'll actually, yeah, it'll just make it darker, make most of the image darker. But honestly, find that pretty pleasing. And the redistribution does a great deal to work. If I do that, I wonder what it... See, just as it starts to break down that way, that's when the image starts to look real bad. As long as this is maintained, I feel like it looks okay. Although, even here, you know, you can see it gets gritty quickly. But I think I can improve that, like I say. I think I can get... once this... the correct things are being saved, the things I want saved are saved. Because one thing about the arrays is there's no log, so to speak, with them. The logs go images, which seems old-fashioned now, but that's the way it is. But I can just save extra information with the array. Like how long it took to draw. 19 seconds. Okay. So, it's just nearly half an hour. And I think that I am going to call it a day because I don't really have any energy left for moving around these gadgets. Moving them into a couple of columns is what I want, and maybe shrinking the size of this a bit. I could raise the size of these bar graphs a bit, but I actually think I want more space on the screen when that thing's open. Generally, I'm pleased. that working as intended. It's fun. It's fun watching the gadgets all kind of do their little roles. I don't know if I dare for an 11 render. It's long, really, an 11 recursion render. That was 19 seconds I waited for that. This I didn't change anything, just boosted the recursions. So I'd say I could wait a minute 40. Maybe I'll just do that. Have a little look. I mean, you know, I feel like it's... Oh, render complete. I'll just reopen the renderer. Only 36. Yeah, I would like to store the stuff like the number of recursions and everything actually, just so I can see it. Well, and I wonder how bad it handles this. Well, it took up some of the lines, and there are still lines, but it took some of them up. What I've found is that by the time you get up to 14 and 15 recursions, you can do a lot of... I don't know. You can still push it so you see the lines. I think I can fix that though. I think that there are better types of scaling than exponential. But in general, this is all good. I'll sort out